Alright guys, so it is time now to see what the sniper did overall, because we are done testing out the sniper monkey. So let's see how it did. So 0, 0, 0. So it got a lot of these got to around 4 and then 10. So its efficiency got really bad. Starting at 35, 87.5, and 35. Okay. So oh wait, 100, 175, 70, 160. Okay, so it's better to get a middle than a top path. All right, for the early rounds, compared to 187. Ooh, now this one's strange because bottom path it does worse at first, but then it does better later on. So if you're willing to risk lives, this could be pretty nice. The bottom path. Oh, okay. There we go. All right. Let's see, T2, so 550, 220 in efficiency. Wow, okay, no, clearly shrapnel shot, superior. Again, for early rounds. Later, when these things start to one-shot, the top half starts to one-shot ceramics and all, that could get pretty interesting. But, let's see, like, round 4 to round 10, and this one is round 9 or 13, like, clearly this middle path knows what's up, you know? So, let's see. So, yeah, 550, 220, and this one, 150. Wait, 115. Whoa, bottom path is actually even better than middle path. Oh, I see. Because middle path, you need like a straight line. You need the shrapnel to smack the other balloons. Wow, the bottom path, it doesn't matter shrapnel or not. Like, it just shoots faster, so it consistently does more damage. Maybe that's why. Because you got one more round, 10 to 16 instead of 9 to 13. So one more round for life and 3 more rounds before losing. And then it just scales. This thing just scales. So, like 1,325, 11,000? Wait a minute. Is the bomb shooter that bad? No, it got almost 4,000. I think that's the worst we got. Yeah, we didn't get there yet. Almost 4,000. So this sniper monkey, this top path 5th tier sniper monkey, for early game, okay, solo early game is the worst tower in the game. Okay, early game, solo, don't do it with the top path. Yeah, then it's like, then this gets better. 37, 45, 24, 2100. Still really bad, but still not, but it's not like really awful bad. Middle path, middle path got pretty good actually. Roughly 600s, 400. Oh, this one did better though. Elite Defender is superior. The only thing is this efficiency only takes into account popping power. Middle path does make you a decent amount of money. I think each ability gives you $3,000. So you got to keep that in mind too when you do this. Yes, it's less efficient, but also gives you money. So sometimes it might actually be more efficient. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. Okay. In terms of balloons. Oh yeah. Okay. In terms of balloons, see the top path actually does really well because these ones Moab ceramics to 4th tier. This one's already Moab to 3rd tier. Moab to only a 5th tier. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, these ones 5th tier, sometimes ceramics, Moabs and stuff. This one is just like 3rd tier Moabs right off the bat. Group balloons, yeah, well, I guess that makes sense. But yeah, so yeah, that's quite interesting. If we compare that to others, like the dart monkey, it's less efficient than the dart monkey overall, except the middle path. Highest round, like 63-ish, 60, 70. So let me say, like 20, 50, 60. I'm gonna say that. So 20, 50, 60. Oh, it's actually kind of worse than the dart monkey in terms of just performance. When looking at the round it can get to by itself, it's actually worse because 60. This one got to like almost 90. Was the next one is like 50 and 50 and 20. 50 it did better, okay, but 20 it did worse here. 20, yeah, no way. 90, 97, and 80. The boomerang clearly outdominates totally, so we're not even compare. It's worse. It's even worse than the bomb shooter too. Wow, it's crazy. It's like the worst one so far. Wow, that's crazy. And it's what, like roughly $20,000 except for top half. Oh, but these are more expensive. That's why their efficiencies are high. Like 700, 800. No, this one has like 400s, except the top path. It's like that thousands of dollars. But this one's also cheaper. It got to roughly the same round. Actually, this one did a little bit better, I think. But yeah, so far, yeah. So it's bad. Bad as a solo tower. But when we look at specific cross paths here, now if you go top path, which is the better cross path? Ooh. Oh, that's tough to decide. It depends. If you don't want to lose lives at all, with your top path, I mean, again, assuming you put it in the right spot, use shrapnel shot. It gets more balloons overall before losing a life. But if you just want consistent damage to support other towers, right? It looks like bottom path is better. It lasts longer overall. It pops more balloons before it loses. So that's interesting. Now let's see, middle path. So elite sniper got to around 40. Elite sniper with top path, so more damage but shoots slower, got to 53, and then bottom path, so faster shooting, got to only around 50, 40, 50. So, okay, top path is better. Unless you're going to alchemize it, but that's the combo that we're going to test later, okay? Because alchemizing gives extra damage and bonus, stuff like that. So faster shooting might actually be better. But if you don't buff him at all, top path is clearly the way to go. Clearly the way to go. It just surpasses it by far in rounds. So therefore it's more efficient, right? Because it doesn't cost that much more. I mean, I would, for another, like, what, $1,000 to go 13 rounds is crazy. That's really good. Yeah, in terms of balloons, it's both Moab and BFB, so we don't really see a change there. So yeah, top path is clearly far superior. So wait, hold on. For the top one, we did say the shrapnel shot is better, unless you want steady damage to complement your other towers, right? Especially if you're worried that they'll get pierce capped, maybe to use the bottom path just for more consistent removal of balloons rather than stacking them all with lower tier balloons. That is something. But on the other hand, the bottom crosspath did way better in terms of just balloons, right? So 520 got to Moabs, the other got to ZMGs, Ceramics, and Moabs respectively. So that's also very interesting here. Again, I'm gonna let you look over this. So I'm gonna try and there we go as I talk about it, so you can look kind of wherever. But yeah, so actually, I think I'd say bottom crosspath is better overall. You do sacrifice a little bit of early game rounds, but assuming you're gonna have more towers down, whether it's more snipers or other towers down, right? It's going to work out. So I think this better damage, like consistent damage, rather than bursts of damage is I think it's going to be a little bit better for you. But again, it's close enough that you could probably use shrapnel shot and you're fine. Especially because shrapnel shot also allows you to hit camo balloons. Going 502 does not. That's also something to take into account. So you'd have to spend another, depending on the game mode, like I don't know, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 for a camo village if you go with the bottom crosspath. So this makes it a little less efficient. So it's up to you. It's kind of up to what your strategy is, and middle path. So clearly top path is better. Just top path is better. Assuming you're just gonna stick it out there with no alchemist, it's just there to complement other towers. Definitely top crosspath. On top of that, the top crosspath also allows you to hit lead. Oh, actually no. The middle path allows you to hit lead. The 4th tier middle path, the supply drop allows you to hit lead. So that's not a worry. But anyway, so yeah, the top path does deal a lot more damage, but it doesn't shoot as fast. So it depends what kind of other towers you have to complement. But I would recommend top path personally, top cross path. So hopefully I'll remember to do that in some of the videos. If we end up doing actual gameplay, I'll need to remember some of this so that, for my strategy, so that I know which cross path to go for. Again, unless my strategy is strange and maybe that the other cross path is a lot better, but we'll see. Bottom path. Let's see. So just Elite Defender by itself, 43, round 43, and then to round 54. Moab strategy. Okay. Now let's compare cross paths. So ZOMG for middle path and Moab for top. Ooh. Whoa. I thought top cross path was better. Clearly not. So, okay, now top cross path does allow you to hit lead. So, you can hit lead with it, but its popping power is way lower than if you went with the camo shrapnel shot. So this is very interesting, actually, to compare the bottom cross paths. Because, on one hand, the cross path that can go with middle path gives you camo detection, but you cannot hit lead balloons, right? But your popping power is a lot higher. You get a lot more popping power out of this, so you can last further as solo, but probably it helps out your team a lot more too. If you go top cross path, you cannot hit camo, but you can hit lead. So basically you waste a lot less money. You don't have to get an MIB village, or a very unreliable alchemist, right? So you don't have that problem, but on the other hand, there's a lot less popping power. So that is a very interesting thing to compare. Right off the bat, like, I'd want to say middle cross path is better, but again, it depends on what you have. If you already have an MIB village down, oh yeah, totally get the middle path. Like, it doesn't cost you extra. You already have it down. But if you don't have any villages down, you're doing a sniper only run or something, well, let's just say it's gonna get a little difficult if you want to get the Elite Defender, because you'd have to decide whether you want to pop lead or pop camo. So for example, hitting things like DDTs are going to be impossible, because DDTs are both camo and lead, and among other things, but it's camo and lead, so you can't hit it with either cross path. So that leaves us to what rounds do lead come out and what rounds do camo come out. I think, I actually don't remember off the top of my head, but I kind of want to say there's more towers that are able to hit lead than there are towers that are able to hit camo, if that makes sense. I think. Because, well, here's the thing. There's the wizard, the bottom path wizard, right? It can decamo. The oh my gosh, I'm losing. Not the druid. The the engineer. There we go. The cleansing foam can also decamo, right? Maybe not necessarily reliably, but it does. So yeah, if camo's not a problem, go top cross path. But it's less popping power. That's a very interesting dynamic here. The other ones were kind of straightforward for the most part. Some of them are good at everything. Some of them are like the Moab Eliminator. It's really bad because it didn't get to Moabs. Moabs are his thing, you know? So you want something to complement it. But snipers are, I don't know. Top path sniper is mostly focused on heavy single target damage. So you don't want to use it against like the BAD at the end. You might want to use, boss events are a really good way to use the top path sniper monkey, like the cripple Moab, because it allows other towers to deal extra damage, right? So that's pretty useful. Middle cross path, good at making money, good all around for money. It's a very good money making machine. So that allows you to get other towers down. But it also has good general popping power, like group popping power, because it has shrapnel shot and bouncing bullet, all that kind of stuff. So it has a nice AOE aspect to it, you know. So even though it doesn't perform necessarily as well, maybe as like the bottom path, or doesn't do as much damage to one single balloon, you know, as the top path, it's still it still is quite powerful in terms of its money-making potential. It's a really great farming technique. Bottom path, it's kind of a good safety net. It has better popping power, but its strength is really all about the speed. It shoots so incredibly fast, right? That, for example, if there's a big row of red balloons, just whoosh, and then you'll just rid of them all, right? Which is nice. But sometimes that's could be better than just doing a whole bunch of damage. With slower attack speed. In a way, it's kind of the exact opposite of the top path. So I think they complement each other pretty well. The top path is single target. The bottom path is really all about hitting a lot of different balloons. So that makes for interesting gameplay. That might actually be a combination we could test out later. Top path and bottom path sniper monkey. Which are like, assuming I'm gonna put it in MIB village, I'm gonna just pick the cross path with more popping power. So like middle path for the elite sniper. No, not elite sniper, elite defender. And then probably faster firing for the top path. That could be an interesting combination. So yeah, basically, kind of to summarize it all, not good at solo. Okay, it's not a great solo tower compared to others. Use it to complement other towers. It helps get rid of some layers of balloons to make it easier for other towers. Basically. What's nice is it also has infinite range, so you don't have to worry about the only thing you have to worry about is like blocking and regrow farms. But otherwise, yeah, it's good. So this was Sniper Monkey testing. Depending on where I'm at with the experience for like the glue and ice monkey, we might do submarine. We might do which one's next? I can't scroll. There we go. Ice monkey. Looks like Ice Monkey is next. I'll have to check, but looks like Ice Monkey is next. So if I have enough experience, I'll do Ice Monkey. If not, I'll do Submarine. And yeah, so stay tuned for that, and I hope you have a really good day.